Hey guys, so today Duke and I are going to be talking about how we potty trained him, you know, yeah, and how the secrets, the tips, everything on how I was able to potty train him. So when I first got Duke, he was about 3 months, not potty trained. I mean, I was trying to do that by myself and it was frustrating. It was so annoying. I tried to get a trainer, and God, the price they were calling, I was like, wow. So I decided to do it by myself. I watched videos online, I watched a lot of videos, and I still couldn't find something that appealed to me. It was so frustrating. All of them were not working. I mean, it was not working. I was like, what am I going to do? Until finally, I found a technique that worked, and I'm going to share it with you guys for free. You have to stick till the end to hear the secret weapon, but I'm going to be telling you guys, tips, and step by steps on how I was able to body train him under 2 weeks. Yes, we did it under 2 weeks. So the first point is you have to be patient. It's not something that happens overnight. Your puppy cannot understand your language. Even if you speak to him or her, they can't understand. So you have to be patient, and you need to know that your puppy would never do something to hurt you on purpose. They would not try and pee in a particular spot just to get you mad, or to frustrate you or anything. So you have to be patient. They are just like babies, so they can't really hold their pee. So if they pee in front of you and run away, it's not like they did it purposely. It's just they couldn't hold it anymore, and they really don't know how to communicate with you yet. So yeah. And another thing is that sometimes they also have accidents, like they get excited, they pee. When your puppy is so excited, they pee. I mean, it might be smaller pee, I mean, it might not be so much, but they pee. So you have to be patient and just understand all of that. Another tip is pick a spot. When I say pick a spot, I mean because they are 3 months, you really can't. I mean, your puppy is young. I mean, because Duke was 3 months, you really can't take them out on works and all of that. So you have to pick a spot, maybe at the backyard or something, where you want your puppy to be. I mean, that's going to be the potty area. So immediately, anytime you want him to go and pee, like that's the spot you take him to. Like that spot is where you take him or her to. So yeah, when you pick a spot, the next thing you want to do is to watch your dog. Like you have to watch your puppy. Like when they're moving around, once you see that, like I mean, they're sniffing the floor, walking in circles, you pick them up. Like watch, you have to watch them, pick them up and take them to that spot where you want them to pee. You have to keep taking them back there. You always have to watch them because they're puppies. They don't know how to communicate with you. They're still young. So yeah, so once you do that, pick a spot, watch your dog. Always watch, like once you see that they're moving around in circles, sniffing the floor, take them to that spot where you want them to pee or poo. The next tip I'm going to talk about is get a cage or a crate. Yep, a cute cage or a crate like this for your puppy to sleep. I mean, if you watch my previous video on YouTube, I mean, you see when I was getting ready for Duke to come, I got like a big play area for him to just sleep and chill, but he kept messing it up because he wasn't potty trained, and that wasn't his fault. I mean, so yeah, so to avoid all of that, him messing up his sleep area, it's good to get a crate or a cage, so that they can sleep. So the thing about dogs is that they really don't like to mess up their sleep area at all. They don't. So if you get a crate or a cage for them to sleep, when it's bedtime, you put them there, they would not pee or mess up that place. So what it would teach the puppy to do is to either cry, when he needs to pee or poo, so you take him out to that spot that we spoke about earlier, or, they hold it till, it's morning time and then you take them out to the same spot that we spoke about earlier. So yeah, it's always good to have like a crate or a tent, a crate or a cage where they can sleep in, until they are potty trained. So yeah, to sleep in a larger area. So yeah, another thing you could get is a spray, a potty training spray. I mean, I got that. So what that does is that when you take them to that spot, that your chosen spot that you want them to pee or poo in, you spray it there, and then when the puppy smells it, it's the smell makes them. I don't know how they do it. There's some chemical or something in it which is not poisonous. So the smell makes them, just ease themselves. So yeah, I feel like you could also get a puppy training spray. I got it for Duke and it worked. I used it for a couple of days and it worked till he mastered that spot. So if you keep spraying it on the spot, they know that okay, fine, this is the spot that it's time for me to pee or poo. This is where I pee or poo. So yeah. Yay! So finally, guys, we made it to the end of the video. So I'm about to reveal the secret weapon, the icing on the cake that helped me potty train Duke under 2 weeks, and that is have a timetable. Yes, a timetable, a time to eat, a time to sleep, and follow it every day. What this helps is that it helps you understand your puppy. It helps them also create a pattern that they understand. So for instance, when I was using the crate with, or the cage with Duke, by 9 we go to bed, by 5:30 a.m. I wake up, I take him out to pee and to pool to do his business in the morning. So it helped him understand that okay, fine, even if I need to pee like in the middle of the night, I could just hold it a bit longer, and then at a certain time we come out to pee and poo, or if he really can't hold it any longer, he cries. So when you have a pattern like that, the dogs also follow it. I mean, after a while, they start to understand the pattern and they start to follow it. Another thing you need to know is when a dog eats or drinks a lot of water, under 2 hours, the dog would need to go and do their business, either to pee or to poo. So have that in mind. It also has to work with time. So have that in mind. So when you give them lunch, your timetable, know that okay, I have 2 hours time. Or when you give them breakfast, 2 hours time, they need to go out, to that same spot that we spoke about earlier to do their business. And if you do this for, the next 2 weeks, trust me, it would work. Try it, comment, and let me know if it worked for you. I mean, it worked for Duke, and that's what helps me. And now my boy, he knows what to do. He knows when it's time. Oh, I just go to this place, and Daddy understands. Or he comes to call me, he comes to meet me, and then he cries, and I know that okay, fine. It's time, just in case I get, all muffled up in the work of my day life, he reminds me that, oh, okay, it's time. So when you follow a schedule for 2 weeks, the intent to master it. Hey, baby. One other thing you need to know is accidents do happen. Yes. Even within the 2 weeks, accidents are bound to happen. So don't be frustrated. Take it easy on yourself. Accidents will happen. It's something that they will get used to gradually. So accidents will happen. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on your puppy. So yeah, and I hope this video helps you out. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to say goodbye. Duke is going to play. So yeah. So this is the crate I spoke about. I'm just giving you guys a better view. You could get one that is slightly bigger too if you want. The whole point of it is just to make it not too big and not too small, So yeah, this is the one that Duke uses. So yeah, this was the plate size I got at first, and you could see, I mean, how big it is. So he had a lot of space to because he didn't know, I mean, he's in this big space, so he had a lot of space to pee and pour around. It was too big, for him to sleep in, because he wasn't potty trained, and then he just used to make a mess in it. I mean, if you compare it, to his potty training crate, you can see the difference in size. It was just too big. So yeah. So just get the size that fits your puppy, and that he can be comfortable but not have a lot of space to pee and poo. So yeah, this was Duke's perfect size. This is what worked for him. And please, you should also disinfect the crates. I do that every morning. I mean, this is the empty spray bottle, but this is what I use. Every morning I do that. I disinfect. It's very important. Even if he doesn't make a mess in it, just to keep everything all fresh and clean, and to get rid of the odors. I've spoken about this product in other videos. I'm also emphasizing, yeah. The potty spray I spoke about, this is it. This is what I used. Yeah, I mean, you just read everything at the back. Yeah, it worked for him perfectly. You just spray it in the area and let him sniff it. Yeah, and it worked. There was no stress at all, no hassles. Everything just worked easily. So yeah, this is it. I mean, I know that there are different products, there are different types, but yeah, this is what I used when it worked for him. So yeah, you guys can also get this, or just ask your vet. You could go to the vet, ask for, they have different products. Yeah, so you just pick the one that works perfectly. Thank you guys. Yeah, thank you. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Let me know if this video was able to help you guys out. So thank you.